Some fellow in the tavern said that the Darkspawn turned folks into ghouls.
What's a ghoul?
Something like an abomination, maybe.
Oh, well, that isn't good.
Ha! You see them soldiers?
They say your mother is Flemeth, a witch of the Kukari Wilds.
They also say that washing your feet in winter makes you catch cold in the head, but we all know that is not true. But sometimes they are right, and they are right in this.
You know the stories about...
Of course. You think my mother would let me go without telling me all the stories of her youth?
My mother told me stories too. She was the one who kindled my love of the old tales and legends.
My mother's stories curdled my blood and haunted my dreams. No little girl wants to hear about the wilder men her mother took to her bed, using them till they were spent, then killing them. No little girl wants to be told that this is also expected of her once she comes of age.
I see.
No, you don't. You really don't.
Blessed are the...
What?
You are very beautiful, Morrigan.
Tell me something I do not know.
But you are always dressed in such rags. It suits you, I suppose. A little tear here, a little rip there to show some skin. I understand.
You understand I lived in a forest, I hope?
Maybe we could get you in a nice dress one day. Silk. No, maybe velvet. Velvet is heavier, better to guard against the cold in Ferelden. Dark red velvet. Yes. With gold embroidery. It should be cut low in the front, of course. We don't want to hide your features.
Stop looking at my breasts like that. 'Tis most disturbing.
You don't think so? And if it's cut low in the front, we must put your hair up. Show off that lovely neck.
You are insane. I would sooner let Alistair dress me.
It'll be fun, I promise. We'll get some shoes too. Shoes! We could go shopping together.
Very well.
Right.
My power is yours. Now you see true power. You shall not touch me! So shall it be.
Let him take notice and shine upon thee, and the stars all was...
We found someone sleeping in our fields, in the hay.
For a foundation built of stone, marble, or any precious metal is worthless if faith in the Maker is absent.
Someone help us!
Let's make this quick! Let's have this!
You will pay for that!
Your time to die!
Bleeding! Bleeding badly!
Run while you can! Alright, oh, this is
Mighty timely arrival there, The name's... Road's been mighty dangerous these days. Mind if I ask what brings you out here? Perhaps we're going the same way. Grey Ward.
As you say.
Yes. We'll be off as soon as this mess is cleaned up. Thank you,
It will be done.
Bad dreams, huh? Well, it is real, sort of. You see, part of being a Grey Warden is being able to hear the Darkspawn. That's what your dream was, hearing them. The Archdemon, it talks to the Horde, and we feel it just as they do. That's why we know this is really a blight. I don't know if it's really a dragon, but it sure looks like one. But yes, that's the Archdemon. It takes a bit, but eventually you can block the dreams out. Some of the older Grey Wardens say they can understand the Archdemon a bit, but I sure can't. Anyhow, when I heard you thrashing around, I thought I should tell you. It was scary at first for me, too. Other than dying young and the whole defeat the Blight alone thing, no. I'm all tapped out for surprises. Anyhow, you're up now, right? Let's pull up camp and get a move on.
You're a hard man to find. Where are my manners? Did Duncan ever mention me? Levy of the coin? Really? He never told. But here I am carrying on. But you see, Duncan promised that together. But poor Duncan's. Well, no more. A tragedy it is, at that. My family, well, past a bit checkered to see. My great-great-grandmother, Sophia Dryden, was the last warden commander of. So King Arland banished the wardens, and he took House Dryden's land. Duncan wanted to reclaim the old Grey Warden base, Soldier's Peak. Nobody's been to Soldier's Peak since the Grey. They say it's haunted, and it's certainly dangerous. Will you help me? 1,000. I'll mark down the location on your map.
Ah, it's good to see you. I saw your camp and thought to myself, I'm perfectly willing to offer you a fine discount for the inconvenience of our presence. I guess if you prefer, I'll take my boy and be on my way. But regret. Wonderful.
Hello.
The boy's a bit simple, but he's rather good with enchantments. One of those he can... And there you have it. Oh, certainly.
I could get used to this, you know. I could get used to this, you know. Great. Super. Thanks. I could get used to this, you know. I could get used to this, you know.
I am grateful. 'Tis thought.
That's a wonderful thought.
I am impressed. My thanks.
You and your friends are formidable folk, indeed. It's good to have you along on the road. I ran a fairly successful business. Rare artifact. One day. They were... She had me arrested on the spot, of course. Nobles, they're touchy like. Well, the lost ties. They're full of things that people left behind. That's bribed the guard that was watching me and took off for the surface first opportunity I... Yes. Now, is there anything the boy or I can get you? Look, we don't rob people. The things in the lost ties, what good did they do lying there? It's not all that different up here. There are places don't get all... And is that so bad? They destroy everything they touch. That's what I tell myself, too. I'm sure...
I await your command. At times, perhaps, a world full of people and buildings and things was all very foreign to me. If I wished companionship, I ran with the wolves and flew with the birds. If I spoke, 'twas to the trees. For a time, but one can only remain a child for so long. I recall the first time I crept beyond the edge of the wilds. I did so in animal form, remaining in the shadows and watching these strange townsfolk from afar. I happened upon a noblewoman by her carriage, adorned in sparkling garments the likes of which I had never before seen. I was dazzled. This, to me, seemed what true wealth and beauty must be. I snuck up behind her and stole a hand mirror from the carriage. 'Twas encrusted in gold and crystalline gemstones, and I hugged it to my chest with delight as I sped back to the wilds. Flemeth was furious with me. I was a child and had not yet come into my full power, and I had risked discovery for the sake of a pretty bauble. To teach me a lesson, Flemeth took the mirror and smashed it upon the ground. I was heartbroken. And a foolish one. Flemeth was right to break me of my fascination. Beauty and love are fleeting and have no meaning. Survival has meaning. Power has meaning. Without those lessons, I would not be here today, as difficult as they might have been. Do I not? I am still an apostate mage, even if I have left the wilds. The Darkspawn are yet undefeated? No, there is much that remains. To return to your original question, perhaps my time in the wilds was indeed lonely, but such was how it had to be. I find myself at times wondering what might have become of the girl with the beautiful golden mirror, but such fantasies have no place amidst reality. I await your command. We are in camp, so 'tis as good a time as any. I am here because... Why? Do you wish me to leave? I can do so if you prefer. Are we? Then why... I await your command. We are in camp, so 'tis as good a time... I am... Why? Do you wish me to leave? I can do so if you prefer. Then I assume I'll... I await your command. So, full of questions, are you? I was not born such. 'Tis the chastened have tales of we witches. When a child is alone and separate from his tribe, that is when we strike, dragging the young boy kicking and screaming to our lair to be devoured. A most amusing Changing her form, certainly. Devouring lost children, I cannot say. She has not done it in my... Why do you ask? Is there something specific you wish to know? No? 'Tis not unheard of in the remote corners of the world. Some of these traditions are old, indeed. The zealots of the Chantry would uproot all such practitioners if they could. Not all apostates use the forbidden blood arts. Maleficarum do, but to condemn all who... There are those who look on the word apostate as meaning freedom. Indeed. Have you an opinion on my ability? Oh! But enough of such talk.